Welcome to the Thursday Thangin' Show. We throwing down things today, mostly throwing down announcements, but usually on Thursday, we throw down video games, hot takes. Sometimes we throw around ass if you're lucky, but you're not, because today it's all good times, good vibes, and shenanigans across the board. How is everybody doing? It's been a long time. I know it's been a hot minute. Happy holidays. Happy Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's. It's 2025. Lots happening, without a doubt. Half of California's on fire.
I'm talking
we
about
got new
baby.
president confirmed. What am I missing? Video games are video gaming. Companies are companying. Social mediaing. TikTok won't be here in, what's today, the 9th? TikTok won't be here in roughly, what is it, the 15th? Is it the 19th? 10 days? Something like that? And then I'm missing something else. What am I missing? Oh, that's right.
I'm talking about Mountain Dews,
I got a
baby.
whole background behind me. No more green screen. Now, I didn't sell the green screen or anything. Okay, I still have a green screen. That's not the point. But we got an actual background now. It's all set up, and I opted not to put the TV onto the wall. Okay, putting up shelves, you wouldn't believe, is more complicated than I gave it credit for. Okay, don't ask me how, why. It doesn't matter. All that's important is that they're up. Whether through spit shine, tape, engineering, wits, super glue, drilling, don't ask questions, okay? What's important is that it's there, and that is there, and the posters are there. Those posters, like 3 years in the making, okay? It's like 3 years since I got them, and they're finally up, okay? Don't ask me why it took so long. It's not important. Hello, it's good to see you. I hope it's good to see me. It's good to see me on my own stream, I guess, but hope y'all doing well. We have some guests today with us, some friends and some faces from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away on a stream much, much more young than it is today. So let me say my hellos first, and then we'll get to the shenanigans that I know we're all here for, okay? First, I gotta start from the top. Gotta start from the very top. Here we go. Okay. Big Joji redeemed first, or was it Joel that redeemed first? Thank you for the subscription on there, Big Joji. Appreciate you, big fella. Brooke, hello. B Perez, what's happening with you, Perez? How you doing, big fella? Who else we got in the building? We got Saddle Jack, Big East in the building. Yes, sir. How you doing? Jade Keens. Jade, good to see you. It's been too long, friend. It's been way too long. Sorry, man, in the building. Yo, sorry, man. You know, I gotta give you a special shout out. Sorry, man. You've been supporting. You pop in, you lurk, you say what up, and then you hold off in the background. And honestly, I appreciate that you even let me know. So shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you. Hope life is treating you well. Hope everything's going good. All that good stuff. Big Gib, I see you. The first thing he said was clip that. What's going on here? Potato, what's happening with you? How you doing, fella? Why you wall look more dirty than normal? New camera? Details. Don't even worry about that. Details. Why are you being so loud out here? Dirty ass wall. That's crazy. Different stream. Flexing Spider-Man 2 PS5. One of a couple, but it's okay. Don't even worry about it. New year, new stream, new me, new. Yeah, that's about it. That's all. Actually, on that point, Joji is correct. You're looking at Cherry with a brand new camera. Brand new. I'm kidding. There's no brand new lights. It's just the camera. Okay. Don't even. But it's much better. But you know, here it is. I did y'all 33 months. I appreciate you for 33 months. Much love, gang. Appreciate you for the subscription. Bronco Taku. Hey, good games earlier on Marvel Rivals. Good games earlier. Okay, good games. We love that. Friends and faces, not faces in real life, unfortunately, but faces and names in the chat. Some names that haven't been seen for years, some names that haven't been seen for months, and I know there are some names that are quietly lurking but watching from a distance as they usually do, and I appreciate all of you the same, okay? I appreciate and love all of you the same. So, Big J, the gang in the building as well. Humberto Cruz, hello, how you doing? What's going on with you? As you could tell,
yes, Daddy.
There's that too. As you could tell, we're live on a few different places, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
You know what time it is.
I tell you what. I like you, and I want you.
Look,
now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way.
Get out your system.
The choice is yours.
Go ahead.
Socks with the bell on.
Piece of lover.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. First of all, you use these hands there like you just say what you just said.
This is America. I'm president. Black Mama. Yuck, chocolate. is America. Chocolate, my president is Black America. My president, if I see chocolate, slap my chicken. I get the president at my hotel. Chocolate, if I see America. My president is Black America. Point, this is America. My president is Black America. If I see your yuck mouth, slap me. Got my hotel room. Your chocolate in the street, slap me. Prince William, the point, this is America. My president is Black America. I get the best out my hotel room. Yo, yuck mouth, see you in the street, I'm slapping peas out. Yo, chocolate, Guy Ritchie, Prince William, the point, this is America.
My president is black and my Lambo is blue.
I get the out my hotel room.
And if I see you in the street, I'm
slapping the out of you.
Come on now. Now, how did you?
I'm at the girl.
Wow. I have to say, I was very curious what the last one would be. And I very much appreciate that it was.
The plane you flew in on, them shoes, the socks with the bell on it, your very accent, them cheap ass cigars, your yuck mouth teeth, your hairpiece,
My fault.
your chocolate, Guy Ritchie,
That's on me.
Prince William, the Queen.
My bad.
This is America.
My bad. My president is black and my Lambo is blue.
Now get the out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the out of you.
My bad. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
I'm at the girl.
It's all coming together.
It's so good to be here. Hello, I missed it. You missed me. I missed you. It's all a bunch of missing. When we get into the actual presentation, I'm going to turn off sound alerts because I just know everybody and their mother is going to pop off everybody. Can't let you know our next move. You're right. You're right. But for now, hello. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You could have been, what's the...
I want problems always.
What's that one quote?
I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
What's that one quote where it's like you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me or something like that? It's like is that a Mr. Rogers or a Bob Ross quote? Something really peaceful. I remember hearing that, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's how I feel right now. You could have been anywhere in the world doing anything else, and you're here for now, and I appreciate you. I'll give you the quick heads up now. No gaming tonight. We're all yapping because we have a lot to yap about. Okay, so I'll try to keep it short and sweet because I know there's a lot to yap about, and you're gonna be like, "Man, Jerry be talking forever, bro. When are we gonna get out of here? I'm trying to do anything." You know how this goes, okay? You know how this goes. I planned my day out to watch this. My fault, and I will give you the yapathon that y'all were wishing for. Okay. Hope you all are doing good. As you can tell, there's some things on the screen that are different. First of all, we're using a different camera because if I put my fist up to the screen like this, it focuses on the fist, and if I pull it back, it focuses on everywhere else because of where it's at, right? So we love that. It's if you're curious, it's a Sony A6400 DSLR camera sitting on a basic Amazon tripod with a Sigma 16mm lens on it. If you care about the particulars, but you know, your mileage may vary. Other than that, let's get into the shenanigans for what we have today. One of the benefits of this specific scene, if you were curious, is that I get to show you kind of what I'm looking at on my screen while also showing me while I'm on the screen, right? So, benefit one, right? And there's a bunch of other things that you may or may not have noticed, but we'll get to that in a second. First of all, we're gonna start with the basics, which is switching over to this right here. Boom! And we're gonna get to it, rootin' tootin' with some cowboy shooting. Hopefully this doesn't take too much some screen real estate. If the chat looks like it's taking up too much space, let me know. I'll just remove the chat from the top left corner. That's all we'll do on that side, okay? Other than that, let me close the music. We'll keep the Spotify up open for a second, and then let's open up the thingy that I was gonna open up. Perfect. All right, welcome, as every year that I've done streaming, except for the first year, to the State of the Cherry 2025. January the 9th, 2025. Usually, I try not to put the date ahead of time because I'll get it wrong. And sure enough, I got the date wrong. It was originally set up as January the 7th, 2025, but that was 2 days ago, and I was not ready 2 days ago. So it is what it is, right? I think your camera should be a little zoomed in more. It is impossible to zoom in at the moment, at least with what I know about the Sony a6400. It's possible maybe in the future, but for now, this is not a variable zoom. It's a 16 millimeter hard set as opposed to 16 to 50 millimeters. Because if it was 16 to 50, I would twist it the way you do other DSLRs and then boom. It'd be a close-up on me. But for now, I'm unable to do so. So you get to enjoy small cherry in big room, but more screen real estate too. Sorry, man. You appreciate the setup too clean? Hey, by all means, brother, man. Take it. Take it. Hey, we can never, you know what I mean? Art imitation is flattery, something like that. Hey, this is all you, big fella. It's all you, okay? Let's start with the easy stuff. We're going through a presentation today. I know. It's been a while since you were all in school for some of you, and some of you, it's been, maybe a couple hours since you've been in school. So I apologize ahead of time, but I'm going to put you through this, okay? Because as per usual, we're going to talk about some shenanigans, some adventures, some announcements, which is why some of my friends that have been here since the early days of stream are here today for some shenanigans and announcements and all that. So from the top, the fudge are we doing this stream? Every time we do a State of the Cherry 2020 something, we got to have a table of contents. You know it. I know it. Coco knows it. We all know it. Let's do it. All right. So let's break it down. Number one, we got some animation. Oh, we loaded in the literal animation of what's going on for the table of contents. Boom. We're going to talk about the context first. Context is going to be what the fudge is State of the Cherry. Because if you've never seen one before, this is obviously going to be what the fudge is happening. Right. And then we're going to go through Cherry's version 4. AKA the logo that you saw. Some stream upgrades, walking through them with a little bit of a Discord upgrade as well. Watch where you want, i.e. where I'm streaming and the plan around that. The Garden of Cherry, games for the year, the plan around Fight Night Fridays, YouTube content, which has subcategories of, Cherry After Dark, the first sip, and the archives, and the plan for the calendar year, so the Gregorian calendar year of January to December. And at the finale of that, then we're going to have, that's going to be pretty much it. And we'll say our thank yous and we'll say our, hey, I'll see you for Marvel Rivals, tomorrow and all that good stuff, right? But the announcements that I was thinking of will happen just somewhere in the middle of there. So stay tuned. Don't miss. Don't mute anything. You will regret it. So from the top, let's start with the context of what. Actually, first of all, before we start, does anybody have any questions? Okay, anybody have their hands up? I don't see any hands up in the chat. So I better see you, main that new invisible. Susan, what's her face? Mrs. Fantastic. No questions. You heard the man. No questions. You got a question? Nah. I heard Beast Nation 24 said no questions. So ain't no goddamn questions, okay? Number one, what is the context of what are we doing here? Huh? What are we doing here? Cryo's here. Everybody stop. The stream can start now. This man called me on Discord to do what? What are we doing? Joji? What are we doing? Stop that. Answer the phone? I'm not answering the phone. I'm not answering nothing. Okay, I'm not answering nothing. What's going on? What are we talking about? No. What's happening here? You got a question? I don't got no answers. Coward? Crazy. So, what is State of the Cherry 2024, 2025, 2023, 2022? Originally, it was called State of Cherryus, which kind of felt like, I don't know, it felt like a little bit too personal. So, it's like, I don't know. But we turned it into State of the Cherry halfway through 2023. I was like, you know what? Let me just, because State of the Union, if you're not aware or if you're not American, then you would know the State of the Union is like the address the president gives to Congress every year, every 4 years, every 2 years, something like that. I don't know. Either way, that's the sort of the model of what this is going after, where I go over the shenanigans for the year. Sometimes at the beginning of the year, like January, March, May, and sometimes it's in the middle of the year. The reason 2023's State of the Cherryus was in November was because I moved. That was me leaving California to Washington. So that's a very special State of the Cherry, where it's like, why did I move? If you remember that representation, if you were there for that, it was, Cherry, why did you leave California? And I gave you the reasons why. And for the record, not to put it too much, prayers, thoughts and prayers for all my homies in California who are in SoCal area, especially the LA County. All right. I feel very, it's very surreal that I'm here now. And then, looking at California now, I'm like, ooh, I would hate to be there right now. But thoughts and prayers for everybody. Hope everybody's safe. Keep yourself safe. That's the most important thing above everything else, right? Start there. But yes, so that's the context. Every year, I basically go over the shenanigans for the year. From there, we move on swiftly into Cherryus version 4, which is the evolution of the Cherryus logo. If you know me, you know my favorite superhero is Static Shock. Static Shock is a DC hero that's not as widely known as he should be, nor did he get any adult I guess, comics or movies or animated movies. He had a limited run television show and had some cameos and appearances in other DC heroes shows. So he was in Justice League. He, appeared in Batman episodes and Superman episodes, or one crossover at least. And so I decided years ago to model my character after Static Shock, or my logo at least, I should say, right? So the first two were my attempts at basically creating some sort of like Static Shock logo, but like make it small and like brand friendly, right? And if you're familiar with the Japanese term for this, they're called chibis, right? CHIBI, which is the idea that they're small, cute, cartoon, animated little dudes, right? I liked them. They were cool. But then at some point I was like, okay, let me make like a full body, get like a full length, like full adult style chibi of Charius, right? And that's where you see the most recent one that you saw last year in 2024 and 2023, actually, for the no comment, is the one that's most looking like Static Shock, which is the third one. So 1, 2, 3, boom. It's the one that has the bluish purple cape. Did I draw it myself? No, 100% Fiverr. If you're ever curious what you can get done through Fiverr artists, this is what you can get done. But mind you, it had a lot of instructions, and I was very detailed in my revisions process. So it's not just, hey, I want a thing, go ahead and make this for me, and then they knew exactly what to come up with. No. And for the record, I went to the same person that I've been doing all of my logos with since the beginning of time. And I did the same thing for the overlays, which is the different stream setup screens that you see, or you will see in a few moments. So the same person who created those ones created this one as well. If you're curious, if you haven't seen Static Shock before, you can Google it. You'll probably see an outfit closer to the first 3 images. The reason that number 4 is still Static Shock, and you may not know this because it's very little known information, Static Shock had a collaboration with Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond, if you remember, is the Batman where it's like Terry McGinnis, where it's Gotham 2099 or Gotham 2100, 22 something. I don't know, right? Whatever it is, that Batman, the young one, where Bruce Wayne is an old man and a younger guy now takes up the mantle of Batman, right? Not his son. Spoiler alert. But actually just another dude in general. That's what this is based off of. The 4th outfit you see is silver and white, mostly because I like the colors, but more so because it models the actual comic book inspiration, which is Batman, or Static Beyond is what they call them. So Virgil Hawkins, which is Static, obviously, was in the comics where he met Batman Beyond and did a collaboration in Gotham in the future where Batman's Terry McGinnis, not Bruce Wayne. And he had a special collaboration issue in the DC comic lore where they worked on some things together. They solved some crime or whatever the case is. And that's where the outfit came from. So it's the same style, right? It's the jacket with the spandex and the hood kind of in the back. It's got the logo on the front, and it would be on the back too, but I didn't have the backside created of the logo. Whole bunch of shenanigans. I didn't include any like lightning on this one because I just wanted it to be a regular, degular, schmegular logo. It has the outfit because I don't have dreads. I don't have dreads, right? Batman Mounts 2039, thank you. Not 2099, 2039. There you go. So that's what I went for. I thought it was dope. The real question was, what are the color schemes I'm going to use? I've used blue. I've used purple. I've used yellow. The only colors left in my mind, as far as like two-tone, was like black and green. Heavy Mountain Dew, right? Or something more tone neutral that still reflects what? Lightning and thunder. Why? Because Static Shock's powers, as the name might suggest, were lightning, right? That he could control electricity. So just for the record, if you've never watched the show, Jay's right. It's absolutely dope, underrated. It's like, bro has to solve the most creative of issues using electricity, electromagnetism. Honestly, it's a Bill Nye experience if you ever watch the show. But I'm getting away from the point. What really the point is, Chariot version 4 is just as much Static Shock as Chariot versions 1, 2, and 3. Just with a little bit of an adult flair since it's 2039, and Virgil Hawkins and all the other Static Shocks is like really, really young. He's like high school, if that, right? So that takes care of the context of why we're here today to talk about some shenanigans, takes care of the new logo that you saw on the starting soon screen and on the screen in front of you now. And so now I move into the stream upgrades. And as far as upgrades go, I could talk about them or I could show you them. How do we feel? I say I show you them, and then we could talk about it if you have any specifics that you want to really get into detail. So we'll start from the easiest one, which is the offline screen. Now at the end of stream, also don't mind the transition. At the end of the stream, obviously you'll see the offline screen. So boom, that's the easy one. Get it out the way. Nice, currently offline, white and black and all that good stuff, and then go straight into starting soon, right? Starting soon is going to be the regular. Now, you'll notice a few things. Obviously, the logo is on a different side than it used to be. The chat's in the top left corner. You see a nothing playing widget, which is going to be controlling the Spotify, or going to be controlled by Spotify, essentially.
Shoot back.
I'm hard and I'm flossy and I'm all that.
And that is what will dynamically change every time that you see or you hear some music. It'll change and pick it up. And there's different versions of the logo that you could do, but I digress, okay? And then obviously we opened up the entire stream with the just chatting, right? Which is where it's gonna be me. And then you see over here, right there we go. You see the time and date. So if somebody says, yo, what time is it for you over there, Cherry? Boom, the answer is right there. What music's playing? Boom, it's up there, right? Or I guess up there. And then obviously you see a whole bunch of the other stuff in the background, the Cherry's logo, the video games, the anime in the background, all that good stuff. At the bottom, you'll see horizontal chat. So all the chat messages are not on this screen going up and down. Obviously, they're going right to left, not left to right, right to left, right? And this excludes any bot messages and things like that. So it's not super detailed on like trying to catch every message, but just the ones where people are actually talking. Where's your phone battery? Don't worry about it. You asking too many questions. You're being loud, okay? My brother, how long did it take to do this? It took a little bit, no doubt about it. It took a little bit, but I had some help from Fiverr as well. But even with help from Fiverr, there's still some revisions to go through, right? So outside of that, obviously you know about the gaming screen, which is just going to be, hey, here's me in the bottom left corner, hello, and then here's this. And then obviously we have to have the be right back screen, which is like, yo, I'm gonna go get Mountain Dew, I'll be right back, all that good stuff, right? And so the be right back screen is taking a little bit of a change. Now the be right back screen features the one and only, the queen herself, the demon of the Chariot's household, the Coco Cam. Finally, after, have I been promising this for 3 years? Maybe 4? I'm not sure how long it's been, but I've been promising this for very long. And finally, we have the Coco Cam set up properly. This is where Coco goes to sleep every single stream, every single time that I hop in front of this camera. And she does it absolutely beautifully. And obviously there's the chat on the right side that fits perfectly, I must say, in the dots there, or within the lines and restrictions. Coco, mamas, Coco, there she is. She's awake. Now, I will let her sleep in peace because I try not to bother her when she's sleeping on stream. But she is indeed going to have a good time. Every so often, you may see her move. You may see her not move. She's just chilling, doing her little Coco thing. And as an added bonus, when we go back to the just chatting screen, not only can we see what I'm looking at on my screen over here, but you can also see what Coco is up to at the same exact time. So if you're wondering how I'm managing this, literally a second camera. It's just the old camera now pointed at Coco instead of pointing at my face. So now we can see what's going on all the time between me and Coco. Don't wake up my queen again. My fault. You got it. My bad. I ain't mean to. Is that the OnePlus drawstring bag? It is. When I used to have my OnePlus backpack, yes. Absolutely. So this element I can actually bring into any scene. So if I want to show Coco sleeping while I'm playing video games, I can do that. Mind you, sometimes Coco isn't actually sleeping there. Sometimes she's sprinting around in the apartment as, you know, cats do for no reason. And so that would be a little distracting. If not, she would just not be there, right? And so I wouldn't want to turn on the Coco Cam if she's not there. So I always will try to check real quick first. Boom, boom, she's there, right? If you hear me eating anything on stream, if you see me eating anything on stream, chances are Coco will be paying very much attention because cats don't eat anything until they see you eating first, okay? And that, what's she laying on, by the way? That is a 6-foot beanbag. If you want to know what the zoomed out version is, hopefully it doesn't crash anything, we can get the zoomed out version real quick for you. We can zoom out a little bit. Coco is very small, and she's sitting basically under the this one. She's sitting under this one right here. So where this cuts off on the main camera, that's where Coco is, right there. You see my shadow in that screen over there? That's where Coco is. So proportionate to the 6-foot beanbag, she's very tiny. But for now, she's sleeping wonderfully, almost as if she pays rent. Spoiler alert, she doesn't pay rent, in case you're curious. But enough of that. Let's move back forward, because that is all the new stuff shenanigans wise, like on the screen. Also, in case somebody says something wild on stream, I'm able to call out messages more than just looking at the messages and reading it to you, be like, oh, how dare you awake Queen Coco? Negative. Now we can highlight you, put some shame on it, and now we can throw it right onto the screen itself. So future shenanigans and wild messages, we will pin you, and we'll put you right on the top up there, okay? We will get you out there. And just as quick, we can take you off, and we could put somebody else on there at any time, at any part of the stream, any single part, right? So let's test this. Oh no, it doesn't pin it to Twitch or anything. It just puts it on the stream, and I have to click it to be able to get it up there. But hey, it's all good. Just don't say nothing wild, and we won't have no problems. Though you and I know that's not gonna happen. So we're gonna pretend like I didn't say that. But let's just, you know.
Hey, yo!
Where's the warm cereal cam? The pin of shame. Immediately, the pin of shame. Warm cereal? Immediate pin of shame. Rengoku's kind of bad? Extra pinning of shame. What are we doing? I had a wild comment too. Now I'm gonna ignore the comments. Now I'm gonna ignore the wild comments. All right, so that covers all the shenanigans from the stream itself, as far as like hard upgrades to like the visuals, the resolution for the camera, which can do 4K now, but it's doing a solid 1080p 60. The Coco cam that you see here, the chat differences, the Spotify widget that now will tell you what song I'm listening to without me ever having to type it into the chat. I can highlight your messages now and tell you being goofy without saying anything, or you being wild without saying anything. And that is what we're at right now for this moment. So from there, we move swiftly along, pimpin'. We move swiftly along into other upgrades, which include, if you have one, Discord. So obviously from the Discord, you know, there's a billion roles that you can have depending on what games you want to be involved with, what games you want to be following, whether you want to play Marvel Rivals with us, or whether you want to find somebody to play My Hero Ultra Rumble or Demon Slayer, whatever it is. Or if you want to join us for some Cherry After Dark voice channel where we watch content, movies, non-adult movies, mature rated movies, but not super mature rated movies. Movies you can see in a theater, but a regular theater, not a weird theater. You get what I'm saying. After Dark shenanigans, right? So there's lots of roles you can have. But now you have the ability to sync up your YouTube membership status and your Discord's, your Twitch sub status. So if you're a sub on Twitch or you're a member on YouTube, then you're able to have those roles assigned to you in Discord as well. Obviously, the names have taken a turn a little bit. Twitch, you don't really get to rename them. They're controlled by the integration itself. So Twitch just calls it Tier 1. T1, T2, T3. But for YouTube, you get to name them. So as per standard shenanigans, Disciple is level 1. Apostle is level 2. You know, the apostles of Do, essentially. And level 3, unnamed before, but you will now be a deacon of Do at level 3. And to get these, what does it do for you? TBD. Those benefits are to come later down the line, as we're still developing them and as we still have to announce what those are, and we have to test them to make sure they work properly, right? Is TikTok discarded at this point? If it doesn't survive the U.S. Supreme Court, it definitely discarded. But if not, I'm probably gonna lean off of it a little bit anyways. But today we're not on TikTok, so we're chilling on that. But with YouTube, the rougher restriction is the music restriction, right? Can we get an OnlyFeeds tier at tier 3? Anything is no. Okay. Moving swiftly along. How do you get these Twitch member subscriptions or the YouTube memberships? Watch where you want. Basically, wherever you want to watch, you can watch anywhere that isn't TikTok or Kick, because why would I stream on Kick? I'm not gonna hold you. So on Twitch, there is a new set of emotes and emojis, and these mirror directly the emotes and emojis over on Discord. And there's now a new badge to represent the people who have 4 years of subscription. So you see the original flavor of Mountain Dew at 1 month. At 1 year, you got the Code Red. At year 2, you got Baja Blast. Year 3, you got Voltage, otherwise very favorably known as, you know, Code Blue. And then at 4, we have Sweet Lightning, the exclusive flavor from KFC, which obviously, you know, Mountain Dew Baja Blast is the exclusive flavor from Taco Bell, right? So there's a bunch of different versions of Mountain Dew, and we're going to use every flavor possible to represent all the years that people might be subbing, a member, whatever the case is, right? Also, shout out to Imperial Black for the help with creating these sub badges. I would not be able to do this without you. all thanks go to her. And she knows who she is. So thank you for that. I appreciate your help with that. Now, on the YouTube side of the house, obviously, they have more restrictions because they're like, if you don't have a lot of members, whatever, we're not going to give you more slots. So at the moment, all we got is the 5 badges. I didn't update the picture for this one. The 5 badges. So the green, red, Baja Blast, Code Blue, Voltage, and Sweet Lightning. But I can't add any more emojis. And the reason for that is because I don't have enough members on YouTube. The price for every level of membership on YouTube, just to put it out there, they're all from T1 to T3 is all less expensive than a Twitch Tier 1 membership. The Twitch Tier 1 membership, as was recently updated, is now $5.99. Why? Beyond me. Okay, chalk it up to taxes, chalk it up to Jeff Bezos needing his Bezos bucks, whatever it is. Okay, but that's moved up to $5.99. So 99 cents is the introductory. You want to support Cherry, you want the badges and emotes, 99 cents, right? Whatever the case is. And on YouTube, as long as you have an ad block, my brother or sister, there's no ads for you, right? Whereas on Twitch, you need to pay the $5.99 to be able to watch ad-free. So there's a bit of a balancing act going on, as there was the last time that I took on the mantle of streaming to both places at the same time. On Twitch, you're gonna have channel points and redemptions, but a more expensive sub. But on YouTube, you have no channel points and no redemptions, but you have a really, really inexpensive membership and a way to show support, as well as an ad-free viewing experience, right? So there's a lot to gain from either side. It's just a matter of what do you prefer, right? It's all a matter of just what do you prefer. And from there, obviously, you can support however you want. Over the years, people have said various things. I told all of you years ago, if you've been here for that long, I'm not here to take your money. I'm here to take Google's money. I'm here to take Twitch or Amazon's money, whichever one you want to call it, right? I'd rather not take money from you guys. But as was made clear to me over the years of streaming is that if there is a way that you guys want to support me, I should allow you to support me however you want to support. I will always say, watch a video, share a link with a friend, tell somebody about a brother, right? Whatever the case is. But if at the end of the day, you're like, nah, take this 99 cents, I'll take that 99 cents. I ain't mad at it, right? If that's how you want to do it, hey, I love it all the same. I appreciate you, right? If you lurk in chat, I appreciate you. If you're allowed in chat, I appreciate you, right? You watch a video, appreciate it. Whether you tell me or not, right? I appreciate it. And I know I keep track of the subs, the members, the video watch time. Obviously, I see it. I see it all. I don't say nothing because it's not really a big deal. The point is, are you enjoying it? Do you enjoy watching the stream? Because if you weren't here, then you wouldn't enjoy it, right? If you don't enjoy it, you wouldn't be here. So hopefully, the reason you're here is because you enjoy it, not for any other ulterior motives, you heathens, okay? So support how you want, watch where you want. It's all the same to me. As long as you enjoy it, I'm good over here on this side, okay? One day I'll be robbing YouTube blind, but today I'm just a member of a small little corner of the internet in the YouTube community. And I couldn't be here without you, so I appreciate you regardless, all right? On to the next big thing that I'm doing. I'm here to support one of my best friends. Look at the gas we see in the chat today. Okay, all right. Yeah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there. Moving swiftly along over to the shenanigans of my next product that I've been working on. We have the Garden of Cherry. Many times over the years, there are people that are going to be coming and going. Some of you are in high school and didn't catch me when I started streaming. Some of you are in college and didn't see me and have watched me when I started, but aren't watching now. Some of you are opposite. Some of you are past your watching days and you're at work, but you don't watch like you used to because of the pandemic or whatever the case is. Some of my fellow streamers who I used to love rating and watch streaming with, unfortunately don't stream anymore. And I miss you all. I really do. And you know who you are, who used to stream with me and we'd rate each other and we do all that shenanigans and stuff. I do miss you guys. And you guys are doing well, no doubt. You moved on to other things and love you all the same, right? Can we also get a Coco emote? That's a great idea. I'm putting it on the back burner. Please DM me that on Discord so I can remember that, or to remember to get that cooking later on. Don't let me forget that. This project is for the people who haven't been able to see every single day of my stream ever and ask themselves, what has Cherry played? Because sometimes they're like, hey, can we see you play this game or that game? And I go, I played that, but you weren't here for that, right? Something like that. And so this answers the question of what is it exactly that I've played over the years, right? And so, really quickly, if you go to thegarden.cherryus.xyz, you'll see live today, right now, the Garden of Cherry, where it's available for you to go and check out all the games that I've played over the years. Now, to be fair and to be very, very honest with you all, I have not been able to fill it out all the way up until 2024. Essentially, I stopped midway 2021 and ran out of time because of work, right? So I still have some games to fill out between 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024, which unfortunately is the vast majority of the games that I played. But this website, created by, edited by, styled by, logic and functioned by, hosted by me. So I whipped this up. I would say it wasn't a big deal and it didn't take a long time, but the issue is that I did it in a language or a framework that I've never worked on before. I've used React Native, but I haven't used React alone to like create this website. So it was a cool process to learn some new steps, learn some new skills while also creating a thing that helps with my coding experience essentially. And also, if you want to look at the code that supports it, you just have to go to GitHub and find the exact, this repository if you're familiar with what that is. If you're not, don't even worry about it. But for anybody who's curious, I'll type it in chat one time and then you can go and visit the website whenever you want on your own time essentially and just kind of tab through the little things and say, oh, this is what Cherries has been up to while he's been streaming all these years. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Again, also as a side note, if you click on some of these links, they'll have Amazon affiliate links, which is just to say, if you like it and you want to play it or you want to buy it, I'm going to get a little bit of a commission. It doesn't make the game more expensive. It's just, hey, letting you know up front for legal reasons, that, I also may or may not get like $1 or like 15 cents or something on like whatever game you may or may not buy, right? But the main point is to answer the question, what did you play all these years, Cherry? Did you play you only played Bloodborne in 2023? No, as I said before, I definitely have not finished uploading all the games that I've played. I've only gotten until about June of 2021. Unless they have Honey, also don't use Honey, the application or the plugin for Chrome or any browser. That will steal any of the affiliate money that anybody will get. So can I buy from Xbox and you get commission, or does it have to be a disc or something from Amazon? If I remember correctly, the Amazon Associates part is going to be essentially you click the link and anything you buy within a 24-hour period, I think. I might be hazy on that. I got to look at that again. But I remember something to the effect of like anything bought within a 24-hour period of clicking the commission link will give me some sort of commission as a result of it. So it could be the Xbox version, could be the PlayStation version, whatever it is. As long as it's from Amazon, I will get something out of it. Is the idea. And I haven't tested it. I don't know. I'm just kind of crossing fingers and hoping. But also it doesn't matter because this wasn't to make money. This was just to offer you guys a way to answer the question, what have you played? That's it. So if you say, y'all want Cherry to play Alan Wake, and you don't see Alan Wake here, that means I haven't played Alan Wake on stream. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at now with the Garden of Cherry. If again, thegarden.cherries.xyz. If you click on the Twitch link in purple, it'll take you to Twitch. If you click on the YouTube link, it'll take you to YouTube. Eventually, I plan to add more features to say, hey, for this game that you clicked on, here's a menu that takes you to all the streams that I played it on. Or here's all the YouTube videos that this game was featured in or included in, right? But those are features for down the line. For now, all you need to know is yes or no, Cherry played this game or did not play this game. Right? Honey Pop isn't on there. L streamer didn't include Honey Pop. That's an L right there. Stop it. We can't help you. We can't help you anymore. Okay. Oh, hello. There we go. Perfect. So from there, it's pretty easy to walk into the next topic, which would be what are the games for the year? Now that we know what games you have played over the last couple of years of streaming, which if you noted was all the way back from 2017, but didn't really start till 2020. 2017 all the way through 2019 was essentially me just playing games for people who wanted to see me play Bloodborne or like Kingdom Hearts bosses or stuff like that. Not consistent, very sporadic, all that good stuff, right? But these are the games for the roadmap for 2025. Now, let me be very clear first off, this is not an exhaustive list. This is not every single game they're going to play and only these games, right? There are 12 months in the year. This is not every game that I'm going to play. These are the major ones that I want to see played this year that I know I'm going to hit, right? So there's obviously going to be some games in here that won't make the cut. There's going to be some games, not in here, but some games won't make the cut for the year. Some games I'll be playing but won't announce as part of like this roadmap. So for example, Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to get played for sure, without a doubt. Dark Souls 1 Remastered is going to get played, right? But those aren't games I'm sitting there going, I'm going to dedicate, this many streams to do it, because every game you see on this list can be finished in the time that's given. And these times are pulled from howlongtobeat.com, which includes the main story and any side missions, right? And these are the games that I know about that I know I want to play, right? And not all these games are PlayStation games. Psychonauts 2 is going to be on Xbox. Choo Choo Charles is a Steam game, if you remember, right? GTA 6, I don't see GTA 6. That's because we don't know if it's coming out this year, right? Or if it's coming out 2026. We don't know. We just don't know, right? So I have a whole bunch of games in mind and a whole bunch of shenanigans to get to. And obviously there's going to be some things that are included and some things that'll pop up as the year goes on. For example, Little Nightmares 3, is a must play, but nobody knows how long that game is going to be. Or I don't know if I'm going to play it co-op or not, right? But we do know for the rest of these games, with the exclusion of Monster Hunter Wilds, which is obviously not released yet, but comes out literally next month I don't even know the date, but just next month, there's going to be a lot of story-based games. And that is what this year is about. This year is a return to form of the reason that I started streaming and the origins of why I started streaming on the internet. The first reason I ever streamed on this beautiful God's green internet of ours was to show people boss fights and play Kingdom Hearts for friends who had never seen me play any of the other Kingdom Hearts other than number 2. The second reason, and the one that really lasted, was I was trying to catch up on games I never got to play. And that I've lost that battle incredibly difficult to get that, okay? AC Trials got delayed again. I did see that. It is unfortunate. Yes, boss fight. Yes, ma'am. Okay? So the return to form is to play games that I never got a chance to play in high school, that I was too busy to play in college, that I didn't catch in post-college, right? And so the intention is to enjoy those. Because a lot of times people would say, at least the sentiment I got was people liked watching other people play games that they liked for the first time. So a lot of these games are for the first time for me, or will be for the first time for me. So hopefully you enjoy being along for the ride with me on some of these games, right? Other games that were very pivotal were the Mass Effect games, which wasn't the first time I played them. But The Last of Us 2, or Part 2, I should say, God of War, Ragnarok, I should say, Elden Ring, right? All these games were played for the first time on stream without any like, oh, I played this before, now I'm going to replay it for stream and fake it. I don't fake these things. I don't pretend that I'm playing a game for the first time. I either played it or I haven't. And you'll know right away, pretty much, right? So these games are to fulfill that promise of why I started streaming, right? Essentially, a return to form of them. Which leads me into the next part, which is, what are we doing with Fight Night Fridays exactly? If we're returning to form in the original, the original reason, the origin, what did Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, what did the dude from Narnia say? Don't quote the ancient magic witch to me. Don't claim the deep magic to me, which I was there when it was written, right? To return to the origin of everything and how it all started, we're going to be taking a step away from Fight Night Fridays, right? And there's some nuances and caveats to this, so bear with me for a second, right? Pre my birthday, which is August 31st, right? Obviously 2025 this year is what I mean. Pre my birthday, we're going to be doing every other Friday of Fight Night Fridays, which means that on the Friday that we're not doing a Fight Night Friday, I'll either have no stream or continue the story-based game, whatever you might call the main game, for that session, right? So if I'm playing, let's say I was playing Watch Dogs 2, which I'm still currently playing, right? If I didn't do Fight Night Friday this week, I would either have no stream tomorrow or I would have Watch Dogs 2 as a stream tomorrow. Does that make sense? So one Friday would be a Fight Night Friday, and the next one would be either no stream as a rest or to do other stuff, or continue the game that I'm already playing. Post my birthday, so after August 31st, there will be no Fight Night Fridays, right? Instead, what we'll have is random sessions on weekends or the weeknights where we get to play games that we're all just currently playing. Oftentimes, I noticed over the past year that the game that we were scheduling for, or I was scheduling for Fight Night Friday, wasn't necessarily the game that everybody was playing. For example, for a while, Helldivers was a game that everybody was playing, and then we kind of, moved away from that when things got problematic with all the, drama and shenanigans of whatever that had. And then Sparking Zero lasted all but 3 days, but you would swear it was a game that was like going to last forever as a Fight Night Friday game. So this schedule will allow me the flexibility to say, hey, there's no Fight Night Friday this week, but if you're trying to get a hunt in some Monster Hunter Wilds, let's go do that. Let's go get those hunts in. You know what I mean? Let's get some monsters cooking, right? Or when games surprise us pleasantly, like Marvel Rivals, then we can do that as many times as we want, right? With no restriction and no commitment for anybody to say, oh, I have to be on stream to play Marvel Rivals with Cherry. No, you don't. You just gotta be in Discord. get the Marvel Rivals roll. That way, if I ping the Rivals roll and you're awake or alive, slide through. Let's get a team of 6 going. Let's go get us some ranked points. You know, let's show these noobs how to play the game, right? That's the idea. That we no longer are going to be committing and holding ourselves to only playing community games on Fridays. You might catch me on a Wednesday, right? You might catch me on a Saturday, a Sunday, a Monday. Who knows? You won't catch me on Tuesdays or Thursdays, right? Obviously playing Fight Night Friday games, with the exception of Marvel Rivals. My Hero. I can't talk today. Monster Hunter Wilds, because Monster Hunter Wilds technically should have a story mode, and the same pattern that all the other Monster Hunter games had. It's just that story mode is very accessible to 4 people, right? To have 4 hunters in total, that's going to be accessible to everybody. So I would say that's kind of an exception to the rule, but I digress, right? So that's kind of what the plan is from there. And the reason that we're pulling back from Fight Night Fridays, other than, you know, the return to form of playing story-based games and things like that, has some other factors as well. For example, sometimes games just aren't fun. And it's healthy to acknowledge when you're not enjoying a game. As Gib and myself have noted many times, if you're not enjoying a game, stop playing it. Do yourself and me and us a favor. Stop playing the game. You know what I mean? Just don't play. It's not worth it at that point. If you're not enjoying yourself and you're actively pushing, it's not it, right? If you want to catch any of the Fight Night Friday games or streams that I've ever done, I've caught a lot of them in this specific YouTube playlist that's on the YouTube channel already. So you can go back through the history, the archive, the logs, if you will, and catch a lot of the games that I've played. So obviously the majority of them are My Hero and Demon Slayer, but there's going to be other games mixed in there too. For example, there's a Fears to Fathom game that was randomly streamed on a Fight Night Friday. There's like some horror games, right, that are just randomly in there. So you never know what you'll get. Life is like a box of chocolate. Never mind. Forgive me. It's been a long day, okay? It's been a long day. But the second reason why I'm stepping back from all this, or I guess third now that we're here, is because I'll be moving deeper into YouTube content, right? And the idea is to transition a little bit into more YouTube content to be able to get that passive shmoney, that passive income to rob who? To rob YouTube, because ad revenue will always be better and more efficient and easier to get than live subscription revenue. Because at the end of the day, the plan is to retire early. However I need to get there, I'll be getting there, right? So there's gonna be more styles of content. If you recall in the table of contents, there was a couple subcategories of YouTube content. So number one, the Cherry After Dark streams, or not streams, the Cherry After Dark videos will return, which are of course the non-gaming shenanigans that are definitely a bit more, you know, a twinge of maturity and all that good stuff. We'll return compilations of hilarious moments and yo, I can't believe what you said that, and all that good stuff, and wow, that really happened, and all those shenanigans that I've gone through on stream that aren't exactly game based, right? Second, you'll see on the right side is the first sip, which is going to be a collection of first impressions of games that I'm playing. So for example, I did Star Wars Outlaws, right? And then I'm also going to eventually do Assassin's Creed Shadows, I assume, right? That kind of thing. And so on and so forth. And this will obviously include games that might already be out, but I just never played, right? My first impressions of a game that everybody loves, but I've never played. For example, maybe people might say now they all love Cyberpunk 2077. I've never played it. Or they might share the same sentiment about The Witcher 3. I've never played it. All these games are up for grabs as far as like first impressions based games, right? At the bottom, you'll see The Last of Us Part 2. But you played it, Cherry, you already said. I have. That would be the archives. Every month, I'm going to be posting a couple videos a month, essentially raw, no protection, nothing covering it, unedited full stream videos of streams from the past years before anybody here was able to watch those streams. Back when the stream setup was not really a setup, or was a setup in the loosest possible definition of the word, we'll have those streams unedited and available on the channel, right? So things like the Five Nights at Freddy's series in its totality, FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location, right? All those. Last of Us Part 1, Part 2, right? Other games that I just forgot off the top of my head, but I streamed years and years ago. I say years like it was 10 years ago. It was like 3. It was like 3 years ago. Okay, let's be honest. It wasn't that long ago. But it feels like a long time when you consider like pandemic years and all that good stuff, right? That is what's happening. I miss those days. Me too. Sometimes I want to say to myself, life was simpler back then. But also, life was interesting. And so we're gonna... oh, sorry, that's an important one. So we're also going to just try and do all of that at the same time, which I'll have varying levels of success, honestly, varying levels of success. I'm going to for sure get all these types of videos out, but I can't guarantee I'm going to get 5 a month, 6 a month, you know, any of that type of stuff. No phone on the job. Oh no, I had to send that one out. Okay. Not worth it. You want to know who that was to? Joji. Yeah, I said it. It wasn't anybody crazy. It was a Joji. So that brings us to what's the actual plan for the year. And the plan for the year is pretty simple. We've already seen the roadmap of the games I'm going to play. So what are we doing? It breaks down to 3 parts, right? Part 1 is January 2025 to early April of 2025, which is the first milestone, the first, like, you know, little section of the year, right? I'm be chilling. Chilling doing what? Chilling playing these games. Getting these YouTube videos out, getting these Fight Night Fridays when you play them, enjoying Monster Hunter Wilds, enjoying Marvel Rivals, enjoying movie nights with you guys, enjoying all that. I'm be chilling. And y'all gonna be chilling with me. After April 2025, or early April 2025, I'm taking vacation. We're off. We're going to the UK. We're going to Europe again, to the European things with European people. What are we doing in Europe, you might say? Well, friends, I'm getting married. I can hear the collective.
Hey, yo!
I can hear the collective shock behind the. I can hear it. I can see it. Right. So that's happening. You don't know who this is, obviously. Because I'm sure some of you be like, who is he, Cherry?
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Oh yeah. It's all coming together.
I'm sure some of you is like, it's 2025, Cherry. It could be a he. We don't know. She is a British citizen, national. I think it's the same at that point. And a resident born and raised in London. So I'll be getting married over in the good old U of K in late April of 2025. Funny enough, and to all the foreign baddie comments, the whole time I was playing dumb. The whole time. If you want the timeline, I'm not going to give you the specifics, right? But she's been around for years in the stream, here, commenting with you guys, pretending to be one of the bros. That's the best part. The best part is y'all were talking with her, never knowing it. She's been here the entire time. Sometimes she lurks, sometimes she's not. Sometimes she's active for weeks, sometimes she's gone for months. But the whole time, I would see comments. I'd be like, oh, she's playing around. That was my favorite part of all of this, is that y'all, the entire time, y'all were just sitting there going, oh, yeah, it's another bro. So Big Cherry is getting big married. And to speak very, very short and quick on this point, it sounds cliche and is very niche, or not very niche, but very cliche. But believe me when I say, when you know, you know. When you find someone that means that much to you, that represents exactly all that what you're looking for, you go after them. You don't leave it up to fate. You don't play hard to get. You get after it. Ball up top. You play the game so you can win the game. Every time. You give it a shot. You shoot your shot. So we're here. So all those trips that I went to Europe and all that good stuff, now you know where I was going. Now you know who I was with. And in case you were also wondering, no picture that I ever posted in Discord included her. If you have me on IG, you know who she is. It's on IG. I had to ask some people, hey, I know you have me on IG. I know you follow me on stream, but like, don't say nothing for everybody else who doesn't know. And sure enough, they didn't. So to those of you who I asked privately, don't mention it on stream, and you know who you are, Thank you for holding that for me, right? I appreciate you. You all also, even you all, didn't know that she was in stream chat commenting and mixing it up with the bros and hiding among us. Oh, among us mentioned, she was hiding among y'all, right? And it was by far one of the hardest things to keep quiet, right? Because it's just so obvious to me. Y'all were sitting there typing and commenting and joking and trolling with literally, the person I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. So as a result of this, obviously there's going to be some process where, hey, she's not an American citizen, but I am, right? How do we get her over here? And obviously the United States and the United Kingdom have like a real bro relationship. So if any country is like the fastest to get you a green card or, citizenship status, it's the UK. So legitimately, by the time we get to late April, it's all going to be figured out, right? So behind the scenes, just put this in perspective. Behind the scenes, I've been working on the wedding with her the entire time. Right? For a while now, we've been looking at the venues. We've been checking out the catering. We've been looking at the decor, figuring out photographers, videographers, the invites, getting the addresses right? Checking everything under the sun while streaming, while working out. It's hard. You know what I mean? It's difficult. And it's not like I don't want to do it. But even the things you want to do sometimes, they take a little bit out your body, for sure, without a doubt. So for all the congratulations, thank you. I do appreciate it. Where's the chat invite? Oh, you ain't know? Y'all ain't know that y'all getting the Zoom link to watch the wait, let me not promise too much. I joked with her once. I was like, you know what? I gotta have a Zoom link so that Coco can watch me get married, obviously, because what do you mean I'm gonna get married without Coco watching? What are we talking about, brother? Huh? Right? But now that I think about it, no, I'm joking. Well, I don't know. It might be possible to get everything zoomed out, but that would take a whole lot more of a ahead of time setup, which I have time for technically. But again, trips across the pond, they're not easy. They're 8-9 hours every time one way. And obviously, the reason it says April into early May is because the moment the wedding is done, my brothers and sisters were going on the mini moon. The real honeymoon is later on in the year, but the mini moon, we're going immediately. I'm disappearing. So for a couple weeks, I will be gone, for one week or so to, land and get de-jet lagged and get married. And then after that, fam, I'll be gone. Some of the places for consideration are, anywhere in Europe, from Italy to Greece to, any of the places, because really, once you get across the Atlantic, everything is a hop, skip, and a step away. From Britain to France is right there. Britain to Italy is right there. The trip, the flight time it takes to get from California to New York, you could get across all of Europe and back, bro. It's so small. Pause. Not that size matters, but it's so small. You could get there anytime you want. You gonna name drop the username? Of course not. Never. She's gonna continue to hide among you all, be one of the bros, joke with you all until she's living with me. Then we could talk about revealing who she is. But until then, she is staying anonymous and in the thick of it with all of you. So just know, one of you is pretending to not know. We don't know who. You don't know who. I know who. She knows who. But one of you is pretending. And that is the fun about all of this. All right, who isn't here? Yeah, I didn't say she was here. I just said that she's among you all, right? Honestly, it's kind of hilarious because sometimes she would be gone for weeks, months at a time, and y'all would never know. And she'd be back for a week straight, and y'all would never know. And it's honestly, it's gonna be hilarious. But the new joke being that, oh, you must be the person Terry is marrying, is hilarious because all of you who look down at your own hand know whether or not this is your hand. First of all, let's just pause ourselves right there. You know if this is your hand, okay? First of all, this picture is not on social media anywhere. So even if you wanted to, you couldn't reverse Google search, reverse image search the picture to find out where this is posted on Instagram or on Facebook. Nowhere. This picture is nowhere on social media. And I picked it specifically because I know some of y'all internet sleuths would try and find it, you know? So I wish you the best of luck. To anybody who does look, good luck. If you find her, shh, don't ruin it for everybody else. Mum's the word. Because even if you find her, even if you find her, you still don't know her username on YouTube or Twitch or TikTok or Facebook, or I guess Facebook's just your name at that point, right? Cherry, is your own picture? It is. I took this picture. It's Mitch. There we go. I'm cooking. Wait, it's gotta be Cherry's favorite fan. I'm not going to do any confirmation or denial, whether it was Cherry's favorite fan or not. Although it would be really easy, because now Cherry's favorite fan is like, whoa. Because you guys all remember Cherry's favorite fan is never mind. I'm gonna stop. This Cherry's right hand? Yeah, man, this is definitely the right hand here. Is she here right now, Cherry? Like I said, I'm doing no confirmation or denial of anything. Because why ruin the fun? Why ruin the surprise? One day, you all will find out. But that's not today, brothers and sisters. That's not today. That's not today at all. I bet Cherry's other hand, I don't wear rings yet. You see what I did there? I don't wear rings yet. That was hard. And when she watches this, she gonna be like, ooh, that was good. You don't got an engagement ring right now? No, not yet. But there's a good reason for that. And I'm not willing to disclose that reason because it would help you to figure out who she is. So I can't say that. So Cherry, when they say kiss the bride, is it with tongue or nah? When they say kiss the bride, is it with tongue or nah? It's not with tongue, and it's not at all, because it'll be where no one's watching. Because that moment won't be a spectacle. It'll be behind the scenes, as intimacy should be. Because what do we not like in this world? Public displays of affection. I have a feeling it's either Trey's favorite fan or Brooke Alexander. Damn, went right to it. I have this on speaker. My roommate just walked in. Hi, roommate. What's going on? Cherry, me and you were going to be kissing? You can't wait? Brother, huh? Hey, yo, brother. Anyways, so that is one of the surprises for what's been occurring this entire time through all of it, right? The move, the YouTube partner.
Hey, yo!
Up until through TikTok streaming, the Elden Ring streams, the Demon Slayer saga, everything. Okay, I'm not gonna help you too much with narrowing who it is down, but I'll give you this, right? This person, she, was not only on Twitch and YouTube, but also at one point, at least, was in Discord, in the server. And not that that really helps you narrow it down that much, but there's that to consider, right? So I'll leave it to you all from there. You internet sleuths can go and hide amongst yourselves and figure out what it is, and you can all, use your detective, and you can use the red string to figure out who it is. But the point is, that's what I'll be up to in April through early May. I won't be streaming. I won't be working. I won't be in America. I'll be out there in London getting married to the greatest person I've ever met and will ever meet in my life. Life is good for all the trials and tribulations that you can go through. Life is good. For the rest of the year, we got to move on to the birthday stream, which is obviously August 31st, which I did mention before. Somebody is turning old, okay? Somebody's turning old. I don't know if you noticed, but a boy is turning 300. I don't know how to phrase it. Anyways, so this is to say that there will be a 12-hour stream on the birthday as there was last year. If you recall, the birthday specifically is August 31st, right? But due to the way that things laid out, I guess, for vacation wise and kind of like Labor Day weekend, things like that, the honeymoon, the real honeymoon, will start basically on the birthday. So the 12-hour stream that represents the birthday stream will be on August the 29th. This also will represent the last Fight Night Friday of the year. You get me? because it is a Friday the 29th, at least let's check my dates, right? And so we will include the last Fight Night Friday of the year as part of the 12-hour stream. So it won't be just a whole bunch of, story-based games. It'll be the last Fight Night Friday of the year. Because as you recall, after that, there is no official Fight Night Friday. It'll be a whole bunch of non-scheduled, random, yo, let's hop in and play some Rivals. Yo, let's hop in and play some Monster Hunter, right? All that good stuff. I remember one time we were in a VC, Cherry, and you told me, imagine, Perez, one day I randomly went on stream and announced I was getting married. Do you see what I did there, Perez? I said that on purpose. Because it was already set at that point. Even back then, it was set at that point that was going to happen. I dropped hints. I really did. And every time you guys did the Cherries out there with the 4M baddies, I played into it. I leaned into it. I pushed a bit here and there. But at no point, did I exclusively 100% deny anything. She got any sisters? You asking, CJ, for who? Where's the ring though, Cherry? She's wearing it. What do you mean? She's wearing it. And of course, obviously, as per standard engagement / wedding stuff, you got to get a wedding band to complement the engagement ring that it combines together. I move my hands like this, like it's a puzzle piece. They combine together to become one total ring. And then obviously the husband gets a ring as well. But I digress. The point is, that's then, this is now, right? So we have time before we get there. So that's the birthday stream, which obviously is at the end of August. Wait, how did you propose? Not a story for now. That'll be a story for after the wedding. And to be quite frank, if I show the video of the proposal, it'll give away what she looks like. And from there, you definitely will be able to find her. That'll be a story for later. Not for now. I want the story? Stop it. It'll be a story for later. We know this. I'm gonna cry. The tears will hit the floor for today. But we will get to that story one day. I promise, right? So after the birthday stream, obviously we're going to get to the fall actual honeymoon, and we're going to go somewhere. Options for the mini moon obviously included Europe, but by the time we get to the birthday stream, she'll be here, right? Maybe not for every single day of every single month for the rest of the year, but she'll be here, which means we have other options available to us. And so options for us on the honeymoon include South America or the Caribbean, right? So Jamaica, Nicaragua, Brazil, wherever. But the point is, there's other options to go to for that vacation that's right after the birthday, right? Brother, how are you? 30? Hold on. I'm not yet. But it's approaching rapidly, right? Very rapidly. When we do the Washington meetup, I want to meet her. She's not here yet. One question, Cherry. Is she a gamer? Oh, y'all are stuck on this. Y'all are so stuck on this, and I love it. Yes, she is a gamer. Somebody asked me once if I had played, I think it was Kage, asked me if I had played A Way Out. And I said, I messed up when I responded. I said, I'm playing it privately right now. What I meant was I'm playing it with her. She's a gamer. She was a gamer before me. She'll be a gamer after me, right? After me? There ain't no after me. It's me. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, take that back. Hey, wait, go back. No. That's it. She's been a gamer, right? And that is a beautiful thing. Also, very, very rare, honestly. Look, I don't want to sit here and gush for the next 30 minutes, okay? I'm not going to go into detail about how she's perfect, how her laugh makes me laugh, how watching her smile makes me smile. I'm not going to gush about the fact that she's a gamer and loves what I love, makes me feel like I make the best decision in the world, and how lucky and blessed I am that she made a decision to pick me out of all the people on the planet. I'm not going to go and gush about all that extra stuff. But the point is, being a gamer is one piece of the puzzle, but it's a great piece of the puzzle to have, right? So, moving swiftly along, the next big thing, Cherry's definition of kicking my feet right now, they're firmly planted on the floor, brother. Firmly planted. Plan for the year that moves on to TwitchCon. This is obviously a picture of TwitchCon from last year, which is September. we're not, wait, in 6 to 8 years of friendship, I ain't never heard Cherry like this. And there's a reason, because it's right. She's the right one. So for TwitchCon of this year, Twitch has already released the dates, right? Which is October 17th to 19th. And I'm trying to pull some of y'all with me, right? Some of you bums are coming to TwitchCon with me. Last time I got to meet some of the homies. We caught up with KC. We caught up with Nix. There's a whole bunch of people with me, right? Or that I ran into. But this time, let's be organized. Let's get some people to come. Gray, you slide in. Potato, I think you want to slide too. Joel, I think you're going to slide too. People, whoever, right? Let's go hang out. Let's go get food. Let's go catch up, right? All that good stuff. Also, remember the plan, Potato? No. Don't. If that plan about, oh my God, is that the Chariot? Don't do that. No. I'm gonna pretend like I'm a dipset stage left, okay? What month is it? What month is it this year, and where is it at? It will be in San Diego at the same San Diego Convention Center that it was last year. And it'll be October 17th to October 19th, 2025. Now, around those dates, there's also a bunch of other family events that I'll be going to with her, as in like her family, which will be my family, and extended friends and things like that I'll be visiting just to pop out and show people. For other people's weddings and things like that, it's gonna be very active year, right? So I'm gonna be updating a lot in Discord, and so if y'all are ever out of the loop or you don't check your messages or don't check the pings for one day, it's hey, you know what I mean? I can't help you, right? Cherry, you still gotta get Fultanos or Brooke before. Hold up, hey, say the word. Let's get something on the calendar. You know what I mean? Long before we start jumping out. The social battery gonna be wild. It's gonna be dead. It's gonna be dead. It's almost my birthday. Maybe I should though. Maybe. Cherry, you wanna escape me? If I can escape the 5 Nights at Freddy's, I can escape anybody. Okay. How much do tickets usually cost, Cherry? Depends on what kind of tickets you get. If you got the weekend, the full with the block party thing, it's like 3 days, or 3 days plus the block party, which is like the after dark party, which is still supervised by like Twitch staff and all that good stuff. Very much R rated, but not like X rated. You know what I mean? I think it was like something like 250 to 3, something like 300. I remember like the ballpark with tax and everything included. But if you just get like 1 or 2 days, it was like 100, 150, something like that. But I don't remember because it was a while ago. And honestly, for a once in a lifetime experience, at least that's what I thought it was last time, I thought it was worth it. It was a brand new convention center to me in a brand new place for a brand new company with a brand new angle, right? I'm here as somebody who plays games and streams to other people. It felt really weird, very surreal. But also, I can be there as like friends of other people who stream. Like I met people who I watch, and then I didn't meet anybody who watches me, but I thought it was still really cool to be there as a fan of other people. And tons of adventures and shenanigans. As I showed you when I came back, I had videos and pins and stories and goats to talk about, right? There was a whole lot going on. So that is TwitchCon. Obviously, TwitchCon will include all the shenanigans, of course, Brother Casey, naturally. And, naturally, there's going to be lots of vacation time around that. And from TwitchCon up until the rest of the year, it's all pretty much the same. It's going to be streaming. It's going to be YouTube video creating. It's going to be no Fight Night Fridays, but random gaming nights, all that good stuff. Hey, but I can't stay. Got to hit the hey for work tomorrow, but I want to say hi and can't wait for a fun year. I appreciate you, Mr. Advisor. Much love. Keep on grinding on the content, bro. I do see YouTube videos going up. I see the videos going up about the state of. I saw the Hollywood promo thing, not the Hollywood promo, the Hollywood thumbnail today. California and this game and that game. You be in your bag. We love to see that. All right. Appreciate you, gang. Appreciate you. And so the rest of the year is basically pretty standard at that point. It'll be more games from the roadmap if I haven't completed all of them by that point. And it'll be some random games in between, maybe mini horror games. Obviously, what's not included in the roadmap so far was my yearly Halloween stream with Sir Gallo on, right? Or Andonuts. I forgot what he goes by on Twitch, but didn't get a chance to do that. And that leads us to December. Now, every year, my company has a 2-week vacation, which is why this year, pretty much on the same date, I stopped streaming because because they had 2-week vacation. I was like, I want to take a break over winter holiday. So I didn't do anything for Christmas, didn't do anything for New Year's, for stream at least, because I want to take time to create the presentation, take time to create the new layout, all that good stuff, right? So this year, we're changing it a little bit. We're going to have a 12-hour stream instead of just a regular stream before the end of the year, right? So the 12-hour stream that you see marked with the X will be December the 19th. It'll be a 12-hour stream, and it will be the last stream ever on the Chariot's Twitch channel. It will be the final one. And it's been a long time tossing and turning and checking and what about this and maybe I do that. But overall, there are a couple of big factors that played into it. If you want to know the full reason for all of it, it's very complicated, but I can give you 3 basic ones, okay? Number 1, like I mentioned.
I just want to have a good night.
Hold up. Number 1, like I said earlier, turning 30 this year, right? 300. I'm trying to retire by 35. One of the big things I'm going to do is get my bag by any means possible. Investments, more jobs, more work, create a product, get a company going, whatever it is I got to do, right? So that in 5 years, I'm retired. Not 45, not 55 when some people retire, not 62 when Social Security kicks in, if there is one by that point, but at 35, where I can enjoy the fruits of my labor while I'm young enough to be doing the shenanigans that I usually do, right? Number 2 is that I won't be single. I'll be married, which means I would like to, crazy concept, spend time with my wife. Explore the world. Travel. Go see things and places. Go do things. By the time we hit December the 19th, 2025, I'll have spent over 5 years, just over 5 years, streaming. What a ride it's been. So I want to spend some time to, hang out with my wife, live life, eat good food, go cool places, go do cool shit, right? All that good stuff. As for what's happening outside of that, I'm just transitioning. I'm not disappearing from content. I'm not closing Discord up. I'm just transitioning from live streaming. Live streaming is about 12 to 16 hours a week, depending on, the week, basically, or more. If you were there for the Red Dead Redemption 2 days, sometimes I put in 24 hours a week, right? So this will free up that time to be able to pursue other things. The bag creation, right? Getting my bag right, getting my money up, traveling the world, going up to adventures. While at the same time, I'm still able to do things like play games with you on Discord, right? To share my first impressions of games, that I'm playing on YouTube. To upload the old archive streams on YouTube so you can still have things from that era, right? Transitioning, we're here to support the surgery. The pun is crazy. So I'm not disappearing from the internet. I'm just not going to be streaming, but I'll be here 100% otherwise. Like, you might catch me on Discord voice channel the next day. The 19th will be the last stream you see. The 20th, I'll be in Discord being like, so what's going on with y'all? How y'all doing? What y'all up to? Right? So it's not goodbye. It's just not in this format anymore, right? And I'll keep the channel up. It's not going anywhere. To keep a Twitch channel active, all you have to do is log in once a year. It'll be here for as long as time stands or as long as Twitch servers are up, right? But all my content will be YouTube based, which will include whatever I feel like putting up, video essays of my critiques of games, hot takes about shenanigans that I've always meant to post, all the other shenanigans, right? It's not goodbye and see you later. Yeah, it's see you in a different place. Not goodbye at all. But I will take this moment to say, as a result of it finally approaching as December the 19th, thank you for everything. It's been 5 years. It will have been 5 years by the time that we get there. 5 years ago, a little over, never imagined that it would get to this point. The games, the shenanigans, the late nights laughing at stuff I had no idea was going to happen, the movie nights, none of it, right? None of it. And so I'm grateful doesn't even begin to scratch the surface of how I feel about being around some of y'all. Some of y'all came in the last year. By all means, the thank you is extended to you too as well. Some of y'all have been here since 2018, since 2019. You definitely have seen some changes over the years. You know what I mean? So when we get to December the 19th and we have the final Cherry stream on this channel, it'll just be no gameplay. We'll just be talking, yapping about life, going over some clips, all that good stuff, right? So I hope you enjoyed it. We have 1 year to go, essentially, right? If you haven't, subscribe to the YouTube, because that's where I'm going to be. If you want to make your subscription price cheaper than what it is on Twitch, get a membership on YouTube. Twitch is $5.99. YouTube is 99 cents. I say go there, personally. Personally, right? Proud first followers? Facts. Facts. I would never have guessed in a million years the kind of journey that the pandemic would give me out of being here on the internet. I have been yapping to this camera, laughing on this microphone, making inappropriate jokes as little as possible, but still doing them nonetheless for 5 years now. God, what a blast. If you get the opportunity to meet cool people and do cool things, you take it. Gotta give it a shot, you know? There are people who will stream till they're 35, stream till they're 40, stream till they're 50, right? And it's very possible. I'm not saying I can't do it. I'm choosing not to because I want the time to do other things in life. When I've said on stream before that there's more to life than just streaming or making the stream on time or getting there right at 8 p.m., I meant it. And this is me following my own advice. There's other things out there. When I was not streaming and while I was streaming, I was on a dance team. I was boxing. I was getting LASIK for my eyes. I was working full time. Now we pick up different things with the time that we're going to have, not streaming, but just making YouTube videos. And I'll be able to make better YouTube videos, right? That's the idea. So as the year goes on, part of the scaling back of Fight Night Fridays and, you know, maybe lessening a day or two out of the week for streaming will be to transition into YouTube, to give better content on YouTube, to give more shenanigans. Because who's to say that I don't end up blowing up on YouTube? You never know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. But the point is, I'm going to treat YouTube the exact same, with the exact same work ethic. I'm going to enjoy what I have, going to try and do the best that I can, and kind of hope that the puzzle pieces fall into the place that they need to. Whatever happens, right? I'm followed by Mountain Dew Gaming on Twitter. I was in college drinking their drinks for free with no, you know what I mean? Like, to see how far things have come from a no follower Twitch account, no subscriber YouTube account, to almost 2,000 on Twitch, almost 2,000 on YouTube, 55,000 plus on TikTok, 35 million plus views on TikTok. Blessed. Some people have double, triple, quadruple my numbers. It's not about the numbers. Think about where you started. Remember with somebody a long time ago, somebody once said, like, man, you're only streaming to like 3 people. Brother, 4 is a crowd. 3 is a party. 4 is a crowd. 3 people in a room behind you on a couch. That's a party right there. Right? So to have, 5, 10 people on average, 15 when it increased to 15 average viewers, when I had 55 people watching me do Demon Slayer tournaments, crazy. Sitting here right now, 22 people are watching this on Twitch alone, right? Not even counting YouTube, on Twitch alone. Imagine putting 22 people in the room you're sitting in right now, wherever you are, bedroom or otherwise. Turn around, try and fit 22 people. I can fit 22 people back here, but it wouldn't be comfortable. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be comfortable. Blessed is what I feel. Incredibly grateful. Incredibly grateful. So, the short version of today's shenanigans is stream upgrades, new games to play this year, story-based games, less Fight Night Fridays, getting married. The final stream of the Cherry's Twitch channel will be December 19th, 2025. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you all. Shedding a tear? Not me, brother. Oh, no, absolutely. Although I should, but we won't. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow for Marvel Rivals. For the first time of 2025, be blessed, never stressed, packing, never lacking, good, never a hood, be about it, and never without it. I'll be playing some Marvel Rivals tonight for some ranked play, but officially, I'll see you tomorrow night for some ranked play. Be well. I'll catch you soon. Peace.